Welcome to Grounded is the New Sexy. This is a space for people who are tired of pushing and ready for their life and creativity to feel more alive. I'm Christy Little. I'm an artist and someone who's learned that clarity, creativity, and confidence don't come from forcing ourselves forward. They come from slowing down enough to feel what's actually true. Here, we talk about living and creating in a way that's grounded, embodied, and honest, without fixing, performing, or keeping up. If you've been craving more presence, more connection, and a rhythm that actually feels like yours, I'm really glad you're here. Welcome back to Grounded is the New Sexy. I'm Christy, and I am really glad you're here with me today. Before we get into anything, I just want to invite you to take one breath. Just one. Feel wherever you're sitting or standing right now. Feel the weight of your body and just arrive here with me. Okay, so today I wanted to share something that's been moving through me lately. Not teaching, it's not a framework, just something real that I've been living and noticing and feeling grateful for in a way I haven't felt in a long time. It's about coming home to yourself, to your actual life. And I think a lot of you are going to recognize what I'm talking about. Something's been happening to me that I find really beautiful and also kind of surprising. I've been feeling pulled and genuinely pulled back towards things I loved as a kid. Reading, actual reading, curling up somewhere quiet with a book and nowhere else to be. Doodling in the margins of things, writing just for the feeling of it, not for content or not for anybody else. Painting in a way that's totally free. Times where the intention is not to make a painting, just to move paint around with my hands because it's meditative and freeing and brings me peace. And at first, I don't know, this kind of felt weird. Is this regression? Am I going backwards somehow? But the more I sat with it, the more I realized, no, this is actually the opposite of going backwards. This is what it feels like when your nervous system finally exhales. When the noise quiets enough that you can actually hear what you genuinely enjoy. What brings you alive. What you would do if nobody was watching and nothing needed to be produced from it. For me, that's painting, and swimming, and reading on a slow morning with nowhere to be. These aren't small things. These are the things that remind me I'm a human being, not just a human doing. And I think a lot of us have forgotten what that actually feels like. Because here's what I've been sitting with. We've been handed so many distorted versions of what life is supposed to look like. Hustle, optimize, be consistent, build your brand, stay relevant, keep up. And underneath all of that noise is this quiet, devastating lie that who you are in your natural, unhurried, genuinely alive state is not enough. That you need to be more produced, more strategic, more visible, more everything. just to deserve to take up space. I believed that for a long time. I think most of us do. And what happens? What I've watched happen in my own body over years is that we gradually abandon the things that actually feel like us. The quiet pleasures, the slow mornings, the creative wandering that goes nowhere and everywhere at the same time. We trade them in for productivity, for relevance, for the feeling that we're keeping up with something. And we call that growing up. But I want to offer you something different today. What if a lot of what we've called growing up was actually just leaving ourselves behind? Here's what I know from my own experience and from working with people in this space for years now. You cannot hear yourself when your nervous system is in survival mode. When your body is running on stress and urgency and low grade fear, which is most of us most of the time, whether we recognize it or not, the quiet signals don't get through. The genuine desires, the real yeses and nos, the things that actually bring you alive. They're still there. They never left, but the noise drowns them out. And what I've experienced slowly over a long time, through a lot of practice and a lot of patience with myself, is that my nervous system has genuinely regulated. As I've learned to slow down, not as a concept, but as a lived bodily reality. Life has started to feel like mine again. That's the only way I know how to say it. Like I'm living my actual life rather than performing a version of it. And the signal of that, the thing that told me something real was shifting, was exactly this pull back towards the things I loved before the world got loud for me. Before I learned to be strategic about everything. Before I forgot that enjoyment is not a reward you earn after you've been productive enough. Enjoyment is your birthright. Aliveness is your natural state. We're just remembering that. I've been thinking about this as coming home. Not to a place, not even to a past version of yourself, but something underneath all the versions. Something that was always there, waiting patiently, completely unbothered by how long you were away. There's a peace that comes with this. A real one. Not the peace of having everything figured out or everything fixed, but the peace of just being okay with being here, being human, having a body that wants to swim and paint and read and feel the sun. That sounds simple, and it is, honestly. But simple isn't the same as easy, because getting here, back to this simplicity, often requires moving through a lot of noise first, a lot of unlearning, a lot of sitting with discomfort until it softens. This is the work I've been doing. That's the work a lot of you are doing too. I feel that in what I see on social media, in the conversations we have in the sanctuary. We're all, in our own ways, finding our way back. And what I want you to know today, what I really want to land, is that the things you're drawn back towards, the simple pleasures, the childhood loves, the quiet enjoyments that feel almost embarrassingly uncomplicated, those aren't distractions from your growth. They are your growth. They are your soul saying, yes, this, more of this. You're going in the right direction. Here's where it gets really interesting for me, because this isn't just about feeling better. It's not just about self-care or slowing down as a lifestyle aesthetic. What I've come to understand in my body, not just in my mind, is that this is actually what integration feels like, what embodiment feels like. All of the spiritual work, the healing work, the awakening, it doesn't live in peak experiences or breakthrough moments. It lives in ordinary Tuesday afternoons where you're reading a book that you love and you realize you're completely, quietly, fully here. And that's it. That's the whole thing. I talk a lot about embodying our divinity, and I believe in that genuinely. But I think sometimes we make it sound like it lives somewhere elevated or extraordinary. And what I'm finding is that it lives in the most ordinary, human, beautifully simple moments. In the water, in the color on a palette, in the words on a page that make you feel less alone. In the quiet recognition that you are allowed to just be here, alive, human, enough. And that's not settling, that's arriving. I want to take a few moments and guide you through a short meditation that's really just an invitation to feel what we've been talking about, of being enough. You don't need to do anything special. Just find a comfortable position wherever you are. Let your eyes close if that feels right, or soften your gaze downward. And just arrive here with me for a few minutes. Save this for later if you are driving. Take a breath in through your nose and let it out slowly through your mouth. And again, breathing in and releasing. Let your body get a little heavier with each exhale, not collapsing, just settling. Like you're remembering that the ground is there, holding you, and it has been this whole time. Bring your attention to your hands for a moment. Just notice them. Temperature, the weight of them resting wherever they are. These are the hands that have made things, that have held things, that have reached out and created and touched the world in ways both small and significant. Just appreciate them for a moment without needing them to do anything right now. Now bring your attention to your chest, to to the center of it and just notice what's there, not trying to change anything, just witnessing. And I want you to bring to mind something simple that you genuinely love, something from your life, maybe from your childhood, maybe from right now, that brings you a quiet sense of joy, something uncomplicated. Reading, water, color, movements, music, nature, whatever arises naturally. Just let it come without judging whether it's significant enough. Let yourself feel what it feels like in your body when you're doing that thing. The ease of it, the rightness of it, the way time moves differently when you're genuinely in it. That feeling right there is not a luxury. That is your nervous system in its natural state. That is what it feels like to be home in yourself. And this is always available to you, not just in meditation, not just in rare, perfect moments, but woven into the ordinary fabric of your days, if you let it be. Breathe that in for a moment. You are allowed to enjoy your life. You are allowed to be human. You are allowed to come back again and again to the simple things that remind you who you actually are underneath everything that you've been carrying. Take one more full breath in and release it completely. And when you're ready, gently bring yourself back. Wiggle your fingers. Feel your feet. Let your eyes open slowly. Welcome back. These conversations are the same kind of space I'm holding in the Luminous Sanctuary on Substack. A place where we don't have to rush, perform, or prove anything. Just stay tuned to what's already alive. Meet it with kindness and let the small yeses arrive when they arrive. The free sanctuary is always open for anyone who wants to land there for reflections, more meditations, little anchors, and gentle reminders that you're already whole and that there is a vast creative energy within you. And the paid inner space, that's where we go deeper. Right now, we're focusing on somatic practices, simple ways to work with your nervous system so your creativity and energy can move through you without burning you out. I've created a small series called Steady Fire, where we explore how to return to the body, regulate activation, and safely expand your capacity for life, creativity, and opportunity. These are guided sessions you can actually practice with, not just ideas to think about. So if you've been wanting more grounded ways to stabilize your energy and reconnect with your creative flow, or maybe you've been feeling a little disconnected lately from yourself, from your creativity, or just a sense of clarity, you're not alone, and you're definitely not behind. Sometimes what we need isn't more input, It's a space to slow down and come back into our bodies. That's really why I created the Inner Sanctuary. It's a place for that kind of reconnection. So if that's something you're needing, you are always welcome inside the sanctuary. And the link is in the show notes to enter. Thank you so much for being here with me today, for slowing down with me, for being willing to feel something real. If this landed for you, please share it with someone who needs permission to come home to themselves too. I will see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself. You deserve that. Thank you for being here with me. Before you go, I want to invite you to take a slow breath, just one, and notice how your body feels right now. That feeling, that settling, that opening, that's the real work. If this episode resonated with you, if it softened something, sparked something, or simply helped you feel a little more alive, I'd love for you to stay connected. You can subscribe to Grounded is the New Sexy wherever you're listening so these conversations find you when you need them. And if you feel called, sharing this episode with someone you love is one of the most meaningful ways to support this work. These conversations tend to reach people right when they're ready. If you'd like to go deeper, you can find me in the Luminous Sanctuary, my space on Substack, where I share reflections, practices, and transmissions for living and creating from a more grounded, embodied place. There's a free space to enter and deeper layers if and when you're ready. You can also explore my artwork and any current offerings at christylittleartist.com, where everything I create lives as an extension of this same frequency. Slow, intentional, alive. All the links are waiting for you in the show notes. And thank you for listening. Thank you for showing up for your life in this way. And until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and keep coming alive. There's something I want to offer you, especially if life has felt loud, demanding, or just a little bit too much lately. I've created a free meditation called A Still Place You Can Trust. It's not about fixing yourself. It's not about calming your mind or getting anywhere. It's simply a place to pause. This meditation gently guides you back into a sense of being held by your body, by the moment, by something quieter underneath all the effort. You don't need to know how to meditate. You don't need to do it right. You don't even need to relax. It's designed to meet you exactly as you are. Tired, uncertain, open, guarded. All of it's welcome. People have told me it feels like remembering something they didn't realize they'd forgotten. A kind of stillness that doesn't ask anything from them. If that sounds like something your nervous system might need right now, you can find a still place you can trust through the link in the show notes. It's free, it's gentle, and it's there whenever you need somewhere quiet to land.